Gemini, welcome to your November read. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. We're using the Line Strider Tarot as our main deck today, and we will use the White Sage Tarot for clarifications later. This is a November read for Gemini, placements of Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and it is a general read, as I said, so it's not going to resonate with all of you. If it doesn't seem to be your reading, don't try to force the fit, okay? There are many excellent readers on YouTube who may be picking up on your energies. I'm just reading what I pick up. So, we're not going to do all jumpers today. I'm just going to shuffle till it feels right, and then we'll pull, okay? This is the November reading, and our two general questions for Spirit this month are, where is your joy? And what needs attention? So let's just see. Where is your joy? And what needs attention for Gemini for November? We'll do some clarifiers, but let's look first here. We're starting out with the Knight of Wands. And if I can get it to focus, you can see it's kind of a nice card. The Knight of Wands tells me that you're ready for some action. You're ready for an adventure. You're feeling a little fearless, maybe a lot fearless, and it's time for you to move, to have an adventure, have a new adventure. You feel maybe a little stagnant, like you've been sitting for too long. You've been weighted down by a large bundle of responsibilities and burdens, and you've been shouldering them. You've been making your way along the path, carrying all of this, but you're ready now to set some of it down and go for a run. Get on that horse and go, unencumbered by all of the weight. The Six of Swords is coming in next, and this is some people say this is leaving home. It is looking at a situation and deciding, very analytically. It's the swords after all, so it's a head energy, not heart. But it's looking at a situation and realizing you need to make a transition. It's time to move on from something, leave something behind. It is because of your capacity to understand the big picture that this time of ending is soothed a bit. It's not quite as difficult as it would be for someone who isn't as analytical as yourself, as naturally in the head, not the heart. It helps to soothe the experience a bit, but it does not mean that it's easy. You have here the Lovers, and that can mean many different things. So yes, it could mean that you are leaving and moving toward a new relationship, a new connection of a romantic sort. I won't say that that can't be the case. That could be the case, okay? But it doesn't have to be, because the Lovers card can also mean that you're making a choice between love and work. It can mean a partnership that is not romantic and is not about a significant other. It can mean a new partnership in business. It can mean a variety of things here, besides moving on to a new love affair. However, I don't know. We'll have to see what else is coming. The next card in your reading is the Page of Cups, which does speak to the beginning of a new relationship, or a resurgence of feeling in an existing relationship. So there's a very good chance that this is about a love affair and not about a business, but it could very well be just a business relationship where you feel quite close and fond of your business partner. At any rate, there is this desire to move and change and grow and shift, to have some action going forward. Now, stop it. Okay, yes, it could be have some action in that way, but that's not what I meant. You're going to make me blush, Gemini. Okay, so you want action. You want to move forward. You want to put down these burdens. You're going to have to transition and leave something behind in the process, and it does appear that you may be moving toward a new relationship or a resurgence of feeling in an existing relationship. The world is here, and this is about fulfillment and harmony. It's the completion of something that's been building and growing and shifting for a long time. It's similar to the Wheel of Fortune, but it's more robust, okay? It's this time of integrating a change into your life. The sun, we found your joy, Gemini. The sun is here. This is ultimate joy. This is a very, very supportive, loving energy. This is really wonderful, a wonderful energy to be coming into after a completion. And the Page of Pentacles is about desire. The Page of Pentacles is ambition. It's diligent effort toward obtaining what you want. It's a time of gathering energy and resource to go after what you want. And this is a pretty great reading, Gemini, I have to say. It looks like it's going to be a phenomenal November for you. You seem to be definitely ready to move toward someone. It could be, again, it could be a business type situation where you've just found the perfect business partner and you're going to be moving in that direction. Let's look at that Ten of Wands. I'm not going to do clarifiers on all of the cards, but we'll look at the Ten of Wands for Gemini for November. It really seems here that your joy is in this new connection, whether it's romantic or business related. That's where your joy is. It's in moving toward that new relationship, allowing a completion to occur. What do you need to pay attention to? I think it's this this transition where you're putting down your burdens to move forward. You're leaving something behind, and we always need to do that carefully. This Ten of Wands is the Seven of Cups. Your burden has something to do with having many options. You had a lot of choices, a lot of possible paths forward, and so it became a bit burdensome for you to try to decide which way to go, is what I'm seeing. Let's look at the Six of Swords, this transition, moving on, leaving something behind, understanding that it is necessary in the big picture, and that making it a little bit easier to manage, though it doesn't look like it's much fun. Wow, wow, okay. So you're leaving something behind because this is what's coming. This is what you know is waiting for you once you make the transition. And for those of you that don't know, this is about as good as it gets. The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. This is some serious, yeah, there was no question really now that this is a love reading. I mean, yeah, I suppose it could be emotional fulfillment on some other level, but this is kind of a big red flag, well, big rainbow flag, there you go, from the universe. The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups is bringing us a very clear message that this transition is necessary because satisfaction and emotional stability, luxury, pleasure, inner happiness, fulfillment, and dreams coming true for with an absolute contentment of heart. That's what's waiting for you once you make the transition. I guess I'll do a clarification on the Lovers. We'll see if we have anything there. We have a bunch. All right. So we have the Five of Wands coming out first. This is rivalry, conflict, and there seems to be some aspect of that around this relationship. There was a difficult choice, or there is a difficult choice that needs making in the Two of Swords. And the Hierophant reversed. This is a marriage ending. So it seems like maybe there's a marriage ending here. It was not an easy choice. There was a lot of conflict involved. It could be that that's coming, but there's just such an amazing amount of joy in this line here that I feel like this is what you're coming out of. And if it wasn't a marriage, you know, think of it in a metaphorical sense, okay? There was a close connection and it has broken. There's been difficult decisions to make. There has been some considerable conflict here that's gotten you to this place. You've had to move through all of that. You've had to transition through all of this to get here, to the Lovers. Let's look at the World. Oh, no. Is that? Yeah, okay. The World is clarified by the Six of Wands, which is victory and success. That completion is a victory for you. Whatever is completing now, it's a positive ending, a positive, fulfilling ending for you. The Queen of Wands is coming out next. This is courage, determination. Focus. There's a bit of a lag on the camera. So, the Queen of Wands is joy, right? This is you developing a creative vision for your life. It is a really positive energy. And the King of Wands, wow. So the King and the Queen, a very creative power couple here. The King of Wands brings an energy of leadership, big picture. So you have somebody very courageous, perhaps, and somebody who's a very good leader, and they're coming together. This could be you and your significant other. These could be qualities that are within you, both of these. I tend to think when I get a court couple like that, that it's you and a person, but it doesn't have to be. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles, this desire. See if we can get some clarification around the ambition and the desire. What is it you're gathering your resources to move toward? For Gemini, for November, clarification on the Page of Pentacles, please. This is an excellent reading, Gemini. This is a really beautiful reading. I think November is going to be fantastic for you. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, which is interesting. So the Ace of Wands is about desire and creation and inspiration, and some people say lust. But when it's reversed, it's about a lack of passion or a lack of energy. I get the sense that whatever this Page of Pentacles is speaking to, whatever you're ambitious to achieve, whatever you desire, it's not just about the desire. It's not just about the physical desire, I should say. It's more robust than that. There's an aspect to it that is not about that physical aspect of connection. Let's see if we can get a couple more cards here. The Page of Pentacles, clarifying the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in reverse, please. Because it doesn't really make sense to say this is what you desire, but you don't desire. So I'm confused. I have to see if we can get a little clarification there, Gemini. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe there will be secrets. How about some clarification, please? Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in reverse for Gemini for November. It's the Star in reverse. Star in reverse. This discouragement and insecurity. I got this card on Taurus too. I got the Page of Pentacles on Taurus as well, but not together. So there's discouragement here. Insecurity. Lack of passion. You're ambitious for something, but you lack passion and you're insecure. I think what needs attention I'll try for one more card there, but I think what needs attention is you've got a really exceptional opportunity to shift your life, to go for this 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, the new feeling in the Lovers and the Page of Cups, this fulfilling completion, joy. And it all could be derailed because you have something hanging on here. 3 of Cups. There's something, there's some aspect of friendship or community that's getting in the way of you fulfilling this desire, this ambitious desire you have, which seems to be related to this relationship, which seems to be all that and a bag of chips and everything you could ever possibly want. You're insecure and you're lacking passion one day and deeply passionate the next. It's because of your friendships or your community. It could be that you're really worried about what others will say or think. And I had the same, it was in Taurus, I think, or was it Aries? One of the other signs had a similar situation where they were looking at really wonderful positive developments, but what was holding them back was the worry about what others might say. And I wasn't getting that earlier here. All of this is amazing and very much on point. It's all revolving around where your joy is in transitioning, moving toward your 9 and 10 of Cups. But this is telling me that you may totally miss this because you're worried about what others might say. Or you're worried and insecure, and so sometimes you don't want it at all. Even though you can envision it being all of this, you can envision this power couple here. But I guess your joy is in this transition, in this moving to a future space, letting go of the residual negative energies, letting go of the burden of not knowing which way to go, because you know you're ready to go. And what needs attention is this, you standing in your own way because of insecurity, because of something to do with community. It's interesting. I think it's going to be a very interesting month for you, Gemini, November. And it's really up to you. And I've said this before, maybe not in your reading, maybe in someone else's reading. I don't predict the future. That's not what I do. Some other tarot readers may feel that that's their gift, that they can tell you what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I only tell you what I see in the cards. And the cards are meant to help you focus your thinking. So whomever I'm picking up on, these are things that are in your head, and when I'm reading the cards to you, it's meant to be me showing you possible interpretations, possible energies, possible paths, okay? So I can't tell you what you're going to do in November, but I would love to know. So maybe leave some feedback for me. Let me know if this resonates for you, what happens after November is over. We're going to pull one of these next. This is the Affirmators deck. It is affirmations. It's not really an oracle deck, but had some interesting, funny little messages on here, and I like the cards. You can see that little rabbit on his unicorn. It's kind of silly. Let's see. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but we're going to try it this month. Let's see what we have. Interesting. It's a cute little picture. Authenticity is your card. It looks like French. What is that? I can't. Come on, focus. Focus. Oh, me and this camera. Love, hate, relationship. Come on, focus. Sorry, Gemini. Que c'est-tu à faire? C'est tout le matin. It is French. Huh. Alright, anyway. Reel myself back in. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it, because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. So, there seems to be some message here for you from Spirit that you need to be authentic. And I can kind of see that here. You see this, you see what you want to move toward, you see what you want to leave behind, you see what could be in this completion and your joy, and you're holding yourself back because you're concerned about others in your community. You're concerned about what this will mean to your place in that tribe. And Spirit is saying, be authentic. It is never the wrong choice to be authentic. That's what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you for letting me read for you. It was really interesting. And I would, again, love to have some feedback from you if this was your reading. Be quite curious to see the outcomes here for you. I hope you have a fantastic November, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.